India, good evening. Thanks for joining us on Times Now. Two new chief ministers were sworn in today, one in Madhya Pradesh and the other in Chhattisgarh. The BJP has chosen new leaders for all the three heartland states where it has won and has taken great care to balance the caste considerations as part of its strategy leading up to the 2024 elections. To reach out to critical communities such as tribals, backwards, upper castes and Dalits, the BJP is attempting to craft a social engineering strategy that is part of its larger Sabka Saath pitch. The BJP made a strategic move in Madhya Pradesh by replacing the four-time Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan with another OBC leader, Mohan Yadav, to maintain its hold over the largest section of the electorate. To further consolidate its position, the BJP chose Jagdish Devda, a Dalit leader, and Rajendra Shukla, a Brahmin leader, as deputy CMs. It's worth noting, viewers, that BJP won 26 out of the 35 seats reserved for scheduled castes, up from 18 it had won in 2018. However, according to the Congress, the choices reflect that there is no internal democracy in the party. The Congress has said this is तानाशाही.
इनमें से कोई ऐसा नहीं जिसकी प्रशासनिक क्षमता के बारे में देश परिचित हो, तो इन पर कोई टिप्पणी करने के पहले इनके कामकाज देखने पड़ेंगे कुछ महीने जी। पर यह जरूर है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने साबित कर दिया प्रदेश या देश से ज्यादा बड़ा वो जाति, धर्म और तमाम और बातों को मानते हैं। इस समय उन्हें चिंता इसकी नहीं है कि छत्तीसगढ़ का क्या होगा, मध्य प्रदेश का क्या होगा, राजस्थान क्या होगा। उन्हें बस चिंता है जाति समीकरण बनाने की। लेकिन जनादेश है, मैं शुभकामनाएं देता हूं सभी।
BJP has finished the political leadership of established leaders like Vasundhara Scindia. They had put an end for Mr. Chauhan. They had given a retirement for Mr. Raman Singh. BJP is those leaders who had been promoted by Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Advani. His political career are ended. Now, first time MLAs has been promoted. And we wish them well, but Rajasthan was having a OBC chief minister. Now they had given to a upper caste this thing. We know that BJP is always favors upper caste leaders.
The individual who's become the target of Congress's claims that the party has bestowed more than he could have requested by appointing him as the chief minister for 18 years. This is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Listen to him carefully.
साधारण कार्यकर्ता को इतने साल भारतीय जनता पार्टी जिसने मुख्यमंत्री बना के रखा, सब कुछ दिया भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने मुझे, अब मुझे भारतीय जनता पार्टी को देने का वक्त आया है.
That was Shivraj Singh Chauhan, a reaction that the opposition is not really pushing. The BJP has responded to Congress's accusation by denying the charge and adding that it's Prime Minister's nature to walk the talk on Sabka Saath.
देखिए, हमारे परम आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी हमेशा सभी प्रांतों को, सभी वर्गों को साथ लेकर देश को दुनिया में सबसे मजबूत राष्ट्र बनाने का काम की है. तो इसलिए मैं मानता हूं कि आज जो भी आपने देखी है, हर वर्गों को इज्जत मिला है. हर वर्गों को आज इस हिसाब से उन्होंने विकास के रास्ते पर आगे ले जाने के लिए जो भी कदम उठाए हैं, इसके वजह से देश के जनता मोदी जी पर भरोसा करती है. सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास एंड सबका प्रयास. अरे सब जनता खुश है. तीनों प्रदेश में आप जाइए, आम जनता खुश है ये निर्णय पर.
Sarvanand Sonowal, Union Minister, justifying the choices for the chief ministers in 3 states, saying that this is part of BJP's Sabka Saath policy. Let's open this up. Mithun Vijay Kumar, political analyst, Nikhil Jain, political consultant, joining us on Times Now. Mithun Vijay Kumar, what do you make of Congress's charge? Many leaders of the Congress party have said that this is nothing but तानाशाही. There is no internal democracy in BJP.
There is an audio issue. Hello?
Yeah, Mithun, if you can hear me. Okay, we'll try and fix it. But Nikhil Jain, isn't it a bit rich coming from the Congress party? You're talking about internal democracy when the party can hardly see beyond Parivar.
The Congress had two chief ministers, Pranesh, before this election in the states that went to election. Which of them is from the Parivar? They made one new chief minister after this election. Which of them is from the Parivar? The three people in the Parivar that are alive right now, which of them have ever held a ministerial post? Prime Minister, Chief Minister, Cabinet Minister, any minister? These allegations of the BJP that the Congress is a party of dynasts is an absolutely fallacious argument. Whether you look at Nirmala Sitharaman, Piyush Goyal, Anurag Singh Thakur, or a bunch of other ministers at the center, whether you look at the BJP chief in Karnataka, Yediyurappa's son, whether you look at Jyotiraditya Scindia, who comes from a royal family, and his father and grandmother, and everybody is in politics and at ministerial levels, the BJP has as many and as much dynasts as the Congress has. However, the difference is that today the Congress has strong local leaders in DK Shiv Kumar, Siddaramaiah, Ashok Gehlot, Sachin Pilot, Bhupesh Singh Baghel, Kamal Nath. Most of them are not dynasts. Most of them are first generation politicians. The BJP, on the other hand, either has dynasts or has these people who do not have the political might or mettle to behold the status of the chief minister. That is not to say that they are not good individuals or bad individuals. That's a separate argument to have. But from a party that says that Rahul Gandhi could have never been the prime minister because he's never had any administrative experience, and look at Narendra Modi, he had 12 years as chief minister, therefore he should be the prime minister. I would like to ask them, Bhajan Lal Sharma, how many years was he a minister or even an MLA? He's a first-time MLA. He was a state general secretary person. Unlike Narendra Modi, before he became the CM, he did not even have any substantial roles or responsibilities in his organization.
So how does that matter? What is it that you're trying to say, Nikhil Jain?
Pranesh, it matters in the sense that of the three new chief ministers that have been made, the only consideration has been caste, and another consideration has two other considerations. I'm sorry. One is to remove the strong local leaders like Vasundhara Raje and Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and three, it is to have people who will have no mettle to hold their own ground, to work independently, and essentially would be controlled from Delhi. We want Madhya Pradesh to run from Bhopal, Rajasthan from Jaipur, and Chhattisgarh from Raipur. Not all these three states from Delhi. We have a central government in Delhi that is
okay. It's a remote control government. It will be a remote control government. That's the charge, Mithun Vijay Kumar, from Nikhil Jain.
See, we have seen which party does the remote control program, and it is very evident from the precedents of Congress, where wherever they have ruled, their allegiance is to the family, and no state unit has ever taken a decision single-handedly. So we know which is the party of dynasts and how they are controlling their entire structure, whether they are in power or whether they are out of power. We saw how their presidential elections were held. A candidate who was much more capable than the current president was projected, but he didn't receive any majority votes. All of them supported the nominee of the family. So we know which party follows the structure of the dynast controlling the entire political structure of the party. But on the other hand, we have a BJP that is completely into developmental politics, and you would have seen there is no area of development that is untouched by this particular government, be it infrastructure, education, youth development, minority development programs. So wherever, and also their governments in the states are also taking independent decisions. The MP government was one fine example of that. The number of initiatives they have implemented, the number of policies they have brought for the development of people in the state. So these state and central structure, they are all having their own powers, and they are implementing policies and initiatives for the people, which is something that we have seen with the BJP government in all the states, or be it at the center as well.
Mithun Vijay Kumar, Vikas is only the second aspect. Let's talk about the Sabka Saath. And Nikhil Jain, going by the pitch that Rahul Gandhi has been making about caste census, survey, what have you, the Congress party and all its top leaders should be applauding what the BJP has done in 3 states?
So, Pranesh, there are two things to it. Number one, I need to respond to Mithun's allegation that the Congress party elected a nominee of the Gandhi Parivar. The Congress party, between the two large national parties, is the only party which has an elected president, unlike the BJP, number one. Number two, there was a fair electoral process. It was 9,000 members of the PCCs, the Pradesh Congress committees, that had voted for Mr. Chh'garh and for Dr. Tharoor. And Dr. Tharoor did also receive about 1,000 votes, if I'm not wrong. And the Gandhi family had made it very clear that neither of the candidates is ours, and our blessings are with both of them. May the best candidate win. There was a central election authority to say that election was a sham is just like, the BJP MP GVL Narasimha Rao raising questions on the EVM after they lost in 2009. Secondly, when you talk about the OBC and the caste survey and caste census issues raised by the Congress party and the opposition partners, they are talking about genuine empowerment and representation of the disadvantaged, historically
So,
disadvantaged.
Nikhil Jain, how is this
What the
not
BJP
genuine
has done is
representation?
symbolism.
What makes you believe
This is
that this is
symbolism.
not
This is
genuine?
symbolism. Pranesh, this is symbolism. Had they made a strong OBC leader, a strong Dalit leader, it would have been very good. But what they've done is pick out faces that are from nowhere. I'll be very honest with you, Pranesh. I was on national news channels at both the times when they announced MP and Rajasthan chief ministers.
No, I'll tell you what the problem is, Nikhil Jain. In the run-up to the campaign, Congress leaders, no, 1 minute. In the run-up to the campaign, and correct me if I'm wrong here, in the run-up to the campaign, the Congress went after Shivraj Singh Chauhan, called him names, called him corrupt. Now, you're all praises for Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and the Congress is saying, why has the BJP sidelined him?
Pranesh, I am not all praises for Shivraj Singh Chauhan. See, any politician would always have some good traits, would always have some bad traits. The problem is that whatever follies Shivraj Singh Chauhan had, at least he was a man with experience. At least he was one in whose name votes were polled in Madhya Pradesh. Unlike Mr. Mohan Yadav, nobody was polling votes in the favor of Mohan Yadav. Mohan Yadav is not somebody with any significant administrative experience. And Madan Lal Sharma in Rajasthan is even worse. He has never even been in the house. And he is now the chief minister of a state so large. This is ridiculous. Had
Rahul
the Congress
Gandhi,
done
1
this,
minute. Nikhil Jain, have you forgotten what Pranab Mukherjee has said in his diary notings, which are now part of a book written by...
Pranab-
no, 1 minute. I'll tell you,
Mukherjee.
Rahul Gandhi was not even part of the cabinet. Mithun Vijay Kumar, when he held that press conference and said that I think this ordinance should be torn up and put in the dustbin.
that was his right as a sitting member of parliament. As a
Sitting
citizen
member
the
of
country.
parliament can undermine the cabinet. That
That's
became
not
Rahul's
undermining.
right.
No.
That was his
So many
right
bills
as
by
the
Congress
sole
party,
controller of
BJP had
the party.
protested against, the
And
Congress party protested
he
against,
exercised
the
his right
BJP
very much.
protested.
And you see, here we are talking about Sabka Saath and Sabka Vikas. If that is the case, then we should look at the numbers. And the numbers are very much evident that this particular government is with everyone. If you see, Pranesh, 31% of the homes built under Awas Yojana are in 25 minority-dominated areas across the country. 37% beneficiaries of PM Ujjwal Yojana are minorities. 33% beneficiaries of PM Kisan Samman Nidhi are minorities. 36% beneficiaries of PM Mudra Yojana are minorities. And the same goes with, bank account access, water access, sanitation facilities, and the list is unending. So the problem here is not lack of Sabka Saath. The problem is that our opposition doesn't understand the real issue. And so they are creating issues just, out of nothing.
Respond to it, Nikhil Jain.
Pranesh, I don't understand how is the topic of Muslims getting more houses under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana is in any way related to the topic of
It
the
is
debate.
related.
But
I'll
because
tell you
he
how
has-
it is related, because this
said
shows that the
Sabka Saath,
government is
Sabka
working
Vikas.
without prejudice. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas
That is
in
not
practice,
the topic of the
not
debate.
just a
The
slogan.
topic of the debate are remote control chief ministers, but let me respond to that. When
No, if you are
Muslims
bringing in
got
Sabka Saath, Sabka
a
Vikas, I
higher
have to
share
answer that.
of social welfare, Mithun ji, please. When Muslims got a higher share of social welfare benefits from the government, when the Congress was in government, the BJP used to say the Congress is a Muslim appeasement party. Now, when the same is happening with the Muslims under the Modi government, now somehow they use it as a point that, see, we are very dharmnirpeksh, we are secular, we are nirpaksh, we are unbiased, and this and that. See, the fact of the matter is that Muslims as a community are more socio-economically backwards than Hindus as a community, which is why Muslims had been given reservations in Karnataka and Telangana. And what the BJP did was shouted at the top of their voices that we are going to remove this reservation just to play into their polarizing narrative. They also know that Muslims are more socially backwards. Despite that, they are wanting to remove reservations
For the moment,
that
let's leave
community.
it at that.
So they are a
Mithun Vijay Kumar, Nikhil Jain, thank you for joining us on Times Now. We're taking a short break. When we return, we'll tell you about the Sabrimala mismanagement and what the High Court has said.